Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Nine Soul. I'm going to pick up where we left off and not immediately eat it in that challenge room that we found. It looks like it's going to be a wave-based combat sort of thing, so I just need to use my bow to its maximum effect, which is not terribly difficult. And then we also have the added benefit of charge attacks, which I should probably get in the habit of using more. Charge attacks and the bow are like the big things that, in theory, I know how to use, I know when to use, I know I should use, and then I just don't use. But like, see, that made things a lot easier, and in theory, perfect, made it. Okay, so we should be able to get back to where we died pretty easily. It was this way, right? No, it was to the left. Okay, hold on, let me go backtracking. They did not make it easy to backtrack here, but I can do something fancy. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Kiwi. Genuinely, I feel like me just trying to get... I wish there was a way to, like, stay hanging on the side without clearing the edge. But if I just go ever slightly too high, I'm immediately punished for it, which is unideal. But we can work with what we're given. Also, I've just now realized that I can use my chi talismans to extend my dash. This is not where we came from, is it? Oh, I needed to go. I was going the right way initially. Oh well, I guess whatever. We'll explore this new area first. I see. I need to hang from up here, wait for this to fall, and then go for it. Okay, fair enough. And then we hack this, and we probably have to do it all over again. What do we get for doing this? Oh, okay, we unlocked the upper path. Cool, cool. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I had left to say about my fish tank from the past. Effectively, I think I've said all I needed to do. What I remember is... maybe it was an African dart frog. I don't know. Dart frogs are really cool because they are so colorful and pretty to look at. And then on top of that, they also... they do produce a pretty deadly, I think it's a neurotoxin, but the cool thing is it's entirely dependent on what they eat. So if you only, these frogs in captivity are not poisonous, I think they normally eat centipedes and things of that nature, so as long as you don't feed them their natural diet, they can't actually produce the poisons. I think that poison might actually exist in the centipede themselves as well, which is just also really cool. But the reason why I think about this one in particular is I remember always thinking, oh, that's really cute. This frog is trying to ride one of my tadpole pets. Like, he would hug them on their back and let them carry him around. And now I realize, no, he was just trying to apply poison to them with his belly. Okay, looks like this was the other way to get to the place where we died, so this works out pretty well in our favor. In theory, I haven't died again since, so perfect. I'm gonna focus on using bow attacks and charge attacks to really melt things as much as possible, because we have a lot of things to kill otherwise. Oh, if you guys line up, that'll help me a lot. Cool. I should probably save the bow for when there are a lot of enemies on the field, but also I have to keep in mind that these things do eventually potentially drop as your bow charges. I accepted that I was going to take a hit there because I figured it would I would get my attack off and kill things. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, the ceiling is falling. Oh no. I literally just saw you do this in Paper Mario. Oh, you're only just at the start of your playthrough of Paper Mario, but you just did like Hooktail's castle sort of stuff. Wow, they really give you a lot of scary things to fight in one short span of time. Hopefully this is the end of them. If it's not... oh no, I think there's more. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys are not scary. I can handle you. I'm going to use my bow charges, actually. Hopefully this is the last wave, because they did not give me a lot of time to work with. If not... oh my goodness, there's still more. Oh my goodness. Still more. Oh my goodness. Thankfully I can get some good chi charges off of this guy and finish him off with a bow. Please let this be the end. Okay, that was not... that's less than my full jump height left in time to not get crushed. That's a pretty tight challenge, but our reward is the Breather Jade. Striking enemies with a slash attack will recover some internal damage back into health. Allows for some respite during battle. So I assume the slash attack is our basic attack, or maybe our third hit, if that doesn't count. But that's actually pretty awesome, because I'm pretty aggressive, so healing when I take damage, or healing damage that I've potentially taken, sounds great to me. So it looks like this area was just kind of a... okay, you guys, thank you for not noticing. Now I get a free full hit and one-shot you. Perfect. You know what? Perfect. You know what? I just said you know what a lot. Oh my goodness. You saw nothing there, Kiwi. Oh no. Kiwi, you saw nothing. This is kind of tragic. Don't throw... okay, I've got it. There we go. Okay, where's the jade? Because it's down over that way. Let's go hit up that jade and reset our HP and heals. Am I vaguely lost? I'm vaguely lost, but now I know where I am. Okay. Fair enough. Looks like there's just barely enough space to make some of this stuff work. All right, it's right across here. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, Kiwi, this is some... If you think this is painful for you to watch, it's also painful for me to perform. Here. Let's pop this guy. We're gonna get our Azure stand refunded anyway, may as well. Okay. Heal me up. Also, are there any skills I can unlock at this point? I don't think anything costs less than 2 points. Although, Bullet Deflect at this point, not a bad idea. I guess, honestly, Enhanced Blade does not sound like a bad option for us, so I'll start working towards that way, I think. I didn't actually heal, did I? Classic me getting distracted. Alright, let's see. Now we are fully healed. Now we can go back the way we came and see what's up on that upper right path. Anyway, so I'm trying to think, is there anything else interesting about my Hogwarts tank that I can remember? I mean, again, it's more or less kind of super... That was so lame. That was the lamest possible outcome it could have been. Oh well. At least I can sort of optimize my platforming for some degree of shortcut. But this guy, if you're gonna just follow me, we need to get rid of... Oh my god, Kiwi. Oh my god. Alright, Kiwi, I'm just gonna fast forward till I get to the next section. This is vaguely frustrating and just embarrassing, if not. Okay. I've at least gotten this far. I just need to find some sort of checkpoint, and if I make it there, then we're fine. Oh god. Oh, okay.
Wah, ungrateful, ignorant brat. You truly are a pest.
Oh yeah, so Kiwi of the present has now joined us, and she will get to enjoy the fact that I've decided to voice this guy like Waluigi. Also, this is a shortcut going straight. Yup, it's going straight to the node. Wait, there's a there a new NPC here? Oh wait, no, you're the Shanghai 9000 that we saw. Never mind. All right, so I guess I'm gonna move on from my fish tank because I don't really have too many other memories. I just, again, the cool little tidbit about African dart frogs. It's the poison from the centipedes they naturally eat in the wild that lead them to be poisonous. As a whole, I think I have since learned that I am definitely way more responsible with my pets, and I've learned meaningful methods to keep myself on the straight and narrow in regards to that, making sure that I am diligent and responsible to their needs, namely making sure they're fed and water and cleaning their bowls. And oh my goodness, this is a lot of enemies. Hold on, I have a bow for this. I remembered I have a bow. I'm just gonna spam. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ouchies. A lot of ouchies, Kiwi. Okay, cool. That is what the bow is for, clearly. Whew. How are you supposed to fight that without the bow, though? I mean, if I hadn't gotten a bunch of Azure Sand stacks, I would have absolutely gotten demolished there. The other question is, how do I get up there? Oh, wait, I can just latch onto this. That's fine. Anyway, is there a reason why I want to go down? Oh. I think I probably want to go to the left first because there looked like there was a wall blocking where I needed to go. Let's see. All right, fancy goodies. What have you got here? Virtual reality device, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Xuan Xuan. The Draconis Anima is a head-mounted virtual reality device from the Shang Kingdom. It stimulates all 5 senses by sending signals directly to the brain. That sounds fancy. I'm curious to see what Xuan Xuan does with that. There are a lot of things to give Xuan Xuan, I have to say. I appreciate that. Gonna have to thread the needle a little bit. Oh, okay, made it. Poof. Well, not perfectly made it, but I definitely made it. And we just go ahead and activate that. And what does this even do for us? Oh, it sends things downwards now. That's cool. What are we going to... Okay, so I guess it's a platform to help us get through, but how was I supposed to get through there otherwise? Okay, another thing to hack. Let's see. And... Okay, we were in a mech fighter. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any other fancy abilities? No, it's just attack. Do we have a jump? We do not have a jump. We do have a guard, I guess, but it looks like it turns our shield off rather than turns it on. Weird. Wonder, does this thing have HP? If it does, I don't have a clear metric of where it's marked. It might be these yellow bars on the bottom left corner. No, it's not. So I am unclear as to whether or not we truly have an HP bar on this thing or not. I'm not going to complain if we don't, though. It moves very slow. I've been spoiled by the dash jump now to not have that, I can feel... It feels painfully slow. Anyway, so... I guess there aren't a lot... Oh, we can reflect the projectiles? Hold on. Hey, mister, look at me. Haha. Sucks to suck. Anyway, trying to think what else is there to comment on. Well, I think I've exhausted my fish tank. I guess the point I wanted to make was, effectively, I think parents need to be careful about putting their children making their children responsible for pets, because sometimes it's a great thing. It teaches children how to care for things they love about, but it also really runs the risk of
putting your grubby hands all over my machinery.
I don't know. There's a genuine risk about undue harm and stress caused to animals by those who are ill-equipped to take care of them. Looks like we've got another shortcut here. Warehouse database, boundless repository inventory records. Inventory status good. System update 8-man material branch 267 has arrived at the transmutation factory. Hexachrome vault records encrypted and cannot be viewed. This fully automated logistics network was developed using a patent from one of Yan Lao's ancestors. The levitating crates are stacked to maximize space efficiency. The system automatically transports required materials to each area and replenishes them regularly while also collecting and recycling waste materials. Kind of surprised I was able to do that in one whole breath, but I'm pretty happy with the outcome. And it looks like we're going to be going for another ride in one of these packages. So hide in container. I don't know, it's just, from my personal experiences, I am definitely a better pet owner than I was in the past because I've learned how to take care of things, but I think I needed a lot more parental guidance as a kid, and both negligence, disinterest, lack of understanding was to the detriment of that aquatic tank I had. And I recognize that, and certainly having Kiwi in my life and having her keep me on the regular for like cat maintenance helps a lot. Just having a to-do list in any form can make a lot of benefit. Anyway, it looks like we've got some new dialogue. All right. What voice did I give you? I think it was kind of like Schwan's, but just slower.
How are you? How are you doing, dear brother? Today, the last store in town closed its doors. Life has become a lot more inconvenient. But don't worry, I've been managing. I scrubbed clean the big jar in the backyard and pickled a bunch of vegetables. The jars seem massive in my memory, enough to fit the both of us. Now they look so small in comparison.
She's so dead. She's gotta be dead. Like, there's no questioning it. She's definitely dead, right? Oh, that's a really cool transition to a flashback. I like that.
E? You're in here, right? You can't hide from me.
He's in a pod, isn't he? Oh, how very cat of him. His parents would never find him in there, and they'd be freaking out. That was cute. I don't know, there's something weird about her face. It just looks vaguely uncanny valley in her, not in these like close-ups with the dialogue, but like in the cutscenes. She always kind of has like her eye, maybe her eyes are just a little too big with her mouth, whereas he doesn't usually have a mouth, so he looks a little bit more like normal. I don't know.
Ew, it smells like pickled veggies in here.
Keep it down, or Mom and Dad will find us.
It's okay. Mom's looking for you over in the other courtyard. What are you reading? I want to read it too.
Go away, this is a book about talismans. There's nothing fun about it.
Hey, you're reading these again. Mom's gonna get real mad if she finds you. Dad says science makes people violent. Reading these books will make us...
Why else do you think I'm hiding in this pickling jar? Huh. Don't believe that nonsense. Ignorant country folk can only understand the world through their prejudices. Science is simply a tool. Whether it's good or evil rests with the user and how they use it.
This feels reminiscent of the dialogue we had with Schwan in the last episode, actually.
Okay. I don't get science, but I know you'll definitely do no wrong.
Oh, Hang, if only you saw us now. If only you saw us now. Your brother is a murder fiend. A vengeful murder fiend.
I've been telling Mom and Dad that you're only being rebellious. I've only been telling Mom and Dad that you're only being rebellious because you want to prove that you're worthy.
No, but...
That's not the case, silly. I don't have to prove anything. Once I succeed and excel, they'll see how wrong they were.
Can we go outside, E? Dad wants to take us to the seaside. They didn't mean it. I'm sure they just wanted you to come out so we could play together.
Not interested. Not interested. You go have fun on your own.
I knew you'd say that. Fine. Then I'll just stay right here. Can you read it to me? How do you pronounce that?
Ow, you're squishing me.
They have a cute relationship. He definitely wants to be aloof and the loner type character, and his sister is just not having any of it. Adorably supportive, if not a little bit weird in the face, but again, I really appreciate that transition.
I'm sealing the jars now. Over the winter, they'll ferment and be ready to eat next year. I don't know if I'll get to taste them myself.
Oh yeah, she is so freaking dead.
But this year's greens were so lush. I pickled the best ones. If you ever come back, just whip up a steaming pot of rice and we'll have a feast ready.
Well, I definitely know I'm heading in the right direction if we're getting cutscenes like that. Alright, drop us out of the barrel. Why is it that when this thing senses something is abnormal and it's packing, it just says, alert, alert, dump all contents, and then move along? Like, I guess this world is built on the assumption that things that are dumped from packages or broken from bodies just despawn after a bit of time, but I don't think that's normally how it works, but who am I to judge? Hello there, what's this big glowy circle you have? Oh, it is a shield that blocks damage. Does our charge slash hit through? It does, okay, cool. Then we already have an answer to that mechanic. Good to know. Alright, looks like we have a path that loops around here. We have a lot of enemies that can block attacks. I need to be careful of that. Fortunately, oh, you must be the shield. I bet this is the shield producer. We'll never find out because I killed the thing that was shielded. Oops. I'm sure there will be more like that. Can't go down there. Interesting pulsating. Oh, frog. Hello, frog things. Warning, the elevator system is currently low on power. Please turn on the power supply on both sides before boarding. All right, I guess that's what leads us to our next destination. So look, this area we'll explore, turn on some powers, and see what happens. Also, I do have another jade slot. Let's see, anything what do I currently have equipped? I currently have more gold after killing things and mobilize enemies with talismans. That one's pretty valuable. I don't really want to take it off. Soul Reaper Jade. I mean, it's the only one that costs one, right? So I guess I'll put that on for now, but it's kind of useless. It just makes it so that we regain our Jin if we tag something with a talisman, which I guess is useful. But if something tells me I'm going to die more to the platforming challenges in this area than anything else. So we will see. We will see if I can actually be good at this game, but I have a feeling I'm going to have some moments of embarrassing failures, as proven in the previous section, and assuming I have done the editing that I thought of doing, potentially in the previous section of this episode as well. Nonetheless, I guess what other pet experiences do I have? So I obviously have my cats. We've got our 3 cats, and then at home, back with my parents, but I certainly grew up with them for a long time. I've grown up around at least, well, exclusively 2 dogs in the house, or 1 in the periods of time where my parents were a 1-dog family, prior to becoming a 2-dog family. We have a large area to explore. This feels like the probable right way to go, so let's go this way first. Did your HP reset? No, it did. Thankfully, it did not. Okay. I wonder if there is a talisman or, not talisman, whatever the, I wonder if there's a jade in this game that is kind of like the Hollow Knight equivalent of the one that like auto pickups, or like increases the, I think it automatically pickups all Geo drops. So in this game, in case it would be Gen drops. I still seem to fail at the timing on this every now and again, but it's not that bad. Oh, you're definitely gonna see me. Cool, got it. Apparently we have iframes while we're in the cutscene of that. That's okay. That's the first mark unlocked. Although I don't think that's unlocking the. That is just rude. I was in a cutscene, sir. That is just rude. It doesn't look like it's unlocking the frog statue, so I guess it's its own reward if I get all 3 of these statues. Then. Anything to say?
Wah, such insolence, such insolence. No respect for elders, not a single shred of discipline.
I'm looking forward to some of those upgrades that I read about that increase the damage on our talismans, because I use them a lot, but they feel kind of lackluster in their overall damage output. Not super close to that jade root, or that root. Oh, hello, enemy. You've got to. Oh my goodness, I'm going to die in the process of just trying to get this thing open. I'm just gonna spam arrows because it slows down time and guarantees that I get the drop. Ugh. Oh no. I'm lucky that that attack frame didn't extend outwards because it should have hit me, I think. Okay, now it hit me. I hope that drop does not despawn when I die. That would be very, very saddening, I would like to say. Over that way, okay. Anyway, yeah, I do think I am a much more responsible pet owner. I'm not actively a detriment to my pet's life. I will hug my cats against their will and do like some overly aggressive, affectionate things, but nothing to the point where it's like a life-threatening interaction. I don't know. The more I think about it, the worse off I feel. Like that I could do something like that and get away with it, I guess as a kid. Like again, it was never with like the intent of causing harm, but that doesn't, intent and outcome are often misaligned to the detriment of those who are suffering the outcome, I suppose is how I would phrase it. Want to drop down here? Yep. Well, I think I've kind of ruminated on that thought a little bit too long. Let's move along. So what else can I talk about? I guess that's a good question. Oh, I need to be careful or I'm going to lose my drops. Heal here for safety. Oh no, you have my things. Go ahead and give me your attack. I'll parry it and then we'll... Okay, interesting. Those shields do block our T charges as well. Wait, I forgot I have the talisman. Give me back my Jin. Haha. Okay, you know what? Taking that that Jin actually did help us. Or taking that Jade did actually help us, I guess. And I may be mistaken, but I do think I got the drop. Yeah, okay, I did pick up the drop because I thought it was my Jin for a second there. All right, fair enough. Let's see. I guess I'll keep going up and to the left for now. What are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have enemies that just spawn out of the ground and explode at us. Cool, I love those kind of enemies. I definitely won't get jump scared by them or hit by them at least once. As if these type of enemies weren't bad enough because I'm so prone to getting hit by them. I don't know, man. Let's talk about some positive pet experiences. That's a good idea. So, I mean... Oh gosh, this is hard. I mean, okay, let's talk about the cuteness that my cats do. So Gnocchi is... Oh, hello. I saw it coming just a little too late. Also, I had no platform to jump on. That's my fault. Gnocchi is our tortie cat. She hates being hugged, but I am slowly desensitizing her to that. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm giving her a hug, and then I'm giving her dinner. And so... Oh, come on. I was on the side. That's bull hockey. Even when I do it right, I still do it wrong, Kiwi. That feels bad. So Gnocchi, basically, Gnocchi is probably our most easy to train cat. Like, I bet if we, like, actually tried to teach her vocal commands, she would learn it. Can I interact with that? Oh, I can. Awesome. Oh, bail out, bail out. Well, Kiwi, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not going to die to enemies in this area. I am going to die to basic platforming and my inability to do things right here. Anyway. So Gnocchi, we call her the emotional support Gnocchis, and she is the sort of cat that she can tell when we're in a bad mood or in a fit of stress or something of that nature, and she will come and try to cuddle with us. Otherwise, she's usually not very, like, clingy or... Kiwi. I don't even have an excuse. I'm just playing terribly. Oh, I see what I have to do. I almost blew it and had to redo it again. Okay, we made it. And, oh, this looks super fancy. Let's see what this does. Anyway, so yeah, she is weirdly supportive when we are stressed or not feeling like when we're feeling sick. She'll come and just cuddle with us. Otherwise, she's not a super cuddly cat most times. And she likes to kind of be, in proximity and monitor us is how I would phrase it, but she does not like direct interactions in a lot of cases, particularly with me, because I tend to mess around with her maybe a little bit too much, I guess. But she is surprisingly supportive, and I'm trying to get her used to the idea of, oh, I have to backtrack. What does this do? Okay, it flips the direction. That makes sense. So now I can go back and forth this way. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, so what I'm trying to do is Gnocchi is extraordinarily food motivated, which makes it makes the reason why I would say she's the easiest to train. But like one of the things I'm trying to train her is to accept me hugging her, because right now when I hug her, she kind of makes the most tragic like no kind of sounds, and then she also she does kind of fight it, and she sometimes like will fight it to the point of like using her full lung capacity, just be like no, and then like scream out, and like not angry cat, just really like unhappy cat sort of sounds, kind of like crying tragic sort of sounds. And so what I'm doing is like I found what her terms are, and her terms are her feet must be firmly planted on the— I suck at this game, Kiwi. Oh my god. Kiwi, I'm gonna have a compilation of just this section by the end of the playthrough of me just dying over and over again to things that should not be died to. Molted Tianma hide. Oh, it's a poison. The hide of a Tianma releases deadly toxins when rubbed. It becomes a tough, leathery material after being dried, but it needs to be handled with care. Alright, so one more thing for Shenong. We're back to an uneven number of poisons, so we'll have to... okay, thank goodness. I really don't want to die to these platforming challenges anymore. They're not even hard. I'm just really bad. I'm just really bad. Anyway, so as long as she likes to stand on our dining room table, and when she's on the dining room table right before dinner or right before breakfast, I will just kind of wrap my arms around her and give her a hug, and just a gentle hug. If I lift her off the ground, that's really the big no. And so like what I'm trying to do is gradually get her used to the concept of being lifted slightly, but each time I'm positively reinforcing it. And now where she used to like just immediately try to spring off of me with her hind feet and like usually scratch me in the process because she when she's sproing, she's all hind nails out, and she springs really hard with those hind limbs. Now she doesn't do that really nearly as much unless I lift her up way off the table. So I do think she is getting more and more used to my affections, I guess is how I'd phrase it. And it's nice. It's like I'm doing it gradually. I'm trying to minimize her stress about it. And she gets food out of it, so she's happy too. She's the happiest cat that could possibly exist because she's being fed. Oh my goodness, the amount of bribery I can do to this cat with a can of tuna. Like, if she knows tuna is in the house, she will not stop bothering me until she gets some. Especially if she hears me open a can. So where is our third... Okay, we have unexplored areas here. Let's see what's over here. I'll drop down this time. Oh wait, no, I've already dropped down once before. So there's likely some more to it. Anyway, so she is the happiest camper whenever tuna fish is involved, for sure. And the other two cats are weird, I guess is how I would phrase them. All of our cats are weird, Kiwi, but that's no surprise to you. All of our cats are 100% complete, total weird derps, all with their own little nuances to derpicity. That's not a real phrase. Cool. Just barely save that. I'm gonna go ahead and arrow you so that I don't have to wait for this guy to... Oh, really? There's one more. Darn it. Alright, let's try again and not fail the timing and die. There we go. Alright. Give me your secret goodies. Alright, that's the second statue. We need two more, and we need one more down there, and we need one more for the frog statue as well. Hopefully I'll find that this episode. But yeah, so Chroma's big issue is that she is afraid of the other two cats and most of life. Like, she definitely has some Chroma needs a therapist. She has a lot of anxieties within, and we've done things to help reduce that. One, limiting her interactions with the other cats. She has a room all to herself that we sometimes let her hang out in. Looks like we're getting a mini boss here, I have to guess. You're cool looking. Hello there. I like your little stubby feet. They're very cute. Celestial Enforcer Tyann. Oh, Kiwi, it is a good thing I got a reflect projectile sort of thing, because I get the feeling we're going to benefit from it here. Alright, I get your gimmicks. Oh gosh, can't block that. Oh, hello. Alright, so maybe I can't actually reflect the projectiles, although that was not a perfect parry, so we'll see. Okay, I can reflect them, but his shield blocks the hits. Fair enough. Trying to not get hit by that. It's very easy to generate chi charges on this guy because because of the projectile, so at least that's something. If only I got the chance to use them. Yeah, wasted that. Going for the heal here because I took a lot of damage. I think I can probably beat this guy, though. Especially if I keep breaking his shield. It seems like it disables him pretty quickly. Need to be careful about when I use my chi charges, though, because I'm missing them. I do wish, like, I just unlocked the parry ability. I wish that it was actually reflecting those projectiles and causing damage to him. Okay, good to know you can't kill that. The problem is he keeps putting his back to the red zones where I can't safely talisman him, but I think we've got this. Oh gosh, oh, I dashed the wrong way. I appreciate this boss because it does entice you to use all of the mechanics you've unlocked up until this point. The charge slash, the parries. I think we got him. One more hit, okay. I should just, if I can't get close enough to do this, I should, there we go, okay, got him. But if I can't get close enough to hit him with that move, oh, how lame would it have been if I had died there? That would have been so disappointing. Firestorm Ring, a weapon taken from a guard. The personal weapon of Tian, a celestial enforcer. It releases a pulse of energy upon contact, shattering and rendering its opponent's bones and fat. Anyway, I guess, so yeah, Chroma has a lot of anxieties, but she's a very friendly, sociable cat. She's just very nervous around other cats, and we didn't really understand that. We were hoping that introducing her to the other cats would be a gradual and low-stress process, but Chroma also likes to pick fights, and the other cats like to pick fights with her, and it's just this constant dissonance of what their intent and wants are. But we're working on it slowly. The feel away has definitely helped reduce some of the kerfuffles, and we have a leash for Toppy when Chroma's about, so that Toppy cannot go picking a fight, because those two are really the ones that really like to antagonize each other. But we're working on it. It's slow, it's not satisfying at all yet, but we're getting there. Most of all, though, Gnocchi is just content with being the neutral party in these interactions. I do think I'm going to end the episode here, which is why I'm hovering the node. Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. In the next one, I'll actually ramble about our cats and some fun memories we have with them. It was just, I felt I was coming close to the end of the episode, so I wasn't sure what to say. I'll come in with a plan next time. With all that said, though, thanks for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Sleep well, love.